Hello everyone, welcome back to Roswell Crochets. So this time around we are going to make indoor slippers. Yeah, they could be called indoor shoes, indoor slippers, it's all the same. So I'll be using Robin chunky yarn. We shall need a needle for sewing in the last minute stuff. Then we shall need a pair of scissors, and then obviously we shall need our hook and our yarn. So we are going to get started. You are going to make a chain. This is for people who wear size 41, 42 and 40. So Ugandan size, shoe size. So yes, so for small size you could chain 25. Large size I mean those of small size and medium size 25, 26. Then big size, that is as of 40, 41, 42, you could do chains of 29. Then more than that you could do more of 31 chains. So the current one I'm making is of chain 27. I'm making 27 chains. So you're going to make a slip knot. And you're going to chain 27. I'm using the big chunky yarn, the big size, not the small size. If you'd use the small size, I triple strand, like I use 3 strands at the same time. Yes, so but if it is the big part of the strand yarn, I use 1, and I'm using 4.5 millimeter hook. So we're going to chain 27. Given the different sizes, you'll chain the chains I talked about earlier. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25. If my leg was 20, I mean small size and medium size, I would be chaining my 25, but I'm adding 1 to more chains for my size, 25, 26 and 27. So when you're done with making your chain, we are going to make a single crochets from the next stitch, from the next loop. So you don't make in this very loop, you go straight to the next loop and make single crochet. You do the same for the next one. So you make single crochets up to your first 13 chains. So here you'll be counting. So this goes for all. It goes for the small. No, for the small you'll make 10 single crochets. Then medium, this is this one I'm currently working on, you're going to make 13 single crochets. And then for the large one you'll make 15. So this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 13. And right here I'm done with my first 13 single crochets. And then after you're done making your single crochets, we are going to make double crochets in the remaining next stitches. So yeah, you're going to make double crochets all the way up to the end, up to the top. I forgot to mention, for the materials that we shall be needing to fully make our shoe farm, we shall be needing a plastic. It could be anything, but plastic that would help us like make the shoe farm. So yeah, you get a plastic, you shape it into the form of a leg. All right, I'll show you mine. Okay, so here I'm in the last stitch after making your last double crochet here at the top in this final stitch. So in that very last one where you made your last one, you find a double crochet. You're going to go back in there and make 4 more double crochets. That will make them 5 double crochets in the very last stitch. So that will help us like make a curve. Oh yeah, so this is 2, 3, 4 and 5. Then once you are done with your 5, you see how it makes a curve. So this helps us go round and round, like, yeah, to give us the shape of a slipper view, so slippery shape. So you are going to go back. So now that we've moved from down to here with single crochet and then double crochet. Then when we go to the top, we made 5 double crochets in the same stitch. So now we are going to go back downwards. So we are going to do exactly what we did, which was, so in this see where we made the 5 double crochets. So as it makes a curve, there is a loop here where we need to make a double crochet, and that will help us make the you know what I mean. So yeah, like the way it will give us a pattern, a way to keep on rotating around it. So now we are going to keep on making double crochets all the way. Wherever we made the double crochet, we make again the exact opposite, the opposite side. Yeah. So wherever you put a double crochet, you are going to make another double crochet, but on the opposite side. So yeah, this is how it's going to turn out. I'm using a plain color, so I hope you don't mind, and I hope things come out clearer for you as you are making yours. So we are going to continue making double crochets up to the point where, remember, we had started with single crochets, yeah, and then we went on to double crochets. So we are going to make the double crochets up to the point where we started from the double crochets, then after we switched to single crochets. We are almost there. So this is our final stitch, and from this we are going to make single crochets. As you can see, the exact side where we made the single crochet, we make another single crochet at the opposite side. So yeah, it's not that hard, guys. You'll tell after you've done the process. So this is what we have. Yeah, the shape will be like that, because remember there's a singles, then there's a doubles. So yeah, the shape will come out like that. The camera can't focus that much, but yeah, it'll come out like this. So when you get to your end here, we are going to make 2 single crochets in that very last part where you made the single crochet, and then we are going to go and make 2 other single crochets in the continuing part. Here we are not making slip stitches or nothing. Yeah, so we are going to make 2 single crochets in 2 consecutive loops, and then we are going to continue with single crochets all the way up to the top. So yeah, we're going to make a single crochets up to the top where we made the 5 double crochets in 1 loop. So once you reach your top part where you made your 5 double crochets in 1 loop, we are going to make 2 single crochets on those 5 double crochets that we made earlier. We are going to make 2 single crochets in each loop. So this is 1, 2 single crochets, yeah, 3, this is the 3rd bundle, then 4th, and the 5th one. And then we are going to continue with our with our single crochets all the way up to down. So single crochets all the way down, so that is fine. I'll see you up to when you get up to this point here where we did the 2 single crochets in one hole. All right, So now we are back here at the end, the downer part. Yes, we are going to make 2 single crochets in one, and then 1 single crochet in the next one. You get? Then 2 single crochets in the following one. Remember the first one we made 2 single crochets in 2 of the stitches that are following each other. Right now we are making 2 single crochets in one, and then 1 single crochet in the next one, 2 single crochets in the following one, then 1 single crochet in the next one, and thereafter we go back to the normal routine of making single crochets all the way to the top where we made the 2 single crochets in each stitch. So work upon your side of the part, and then let's move forward. So as I was telling you earlier, when you get to your upper part where we did our 2 single crochets in each loop, you are going to make 2 single crochets in each loop from the previous part where we had made 2 single crochets. Then the next one you make 1 single crochet, then the following one you make 2 single crochets. I accidentally forgot and went beyond, sorry about that. So you make 2 single crochets and then 1 single crochet, 2 single crochets, then following 1 single crochet, 2 singles and 1. Then when your whole round of 5, the previous 5 are done, you're going to continue all the way up to down here with your single crochets. Okay, so you can pause here and then I'll meet you down when you're almost up to that point. So now I have reached up to where I need to make the 2 single crochets at the bottom. So now you're going to make 2 single crochets in one loop together. Then the next one you make 1 single crochet and another 1 single crochet. Those are 2 single crochets following each other in each loop. Then the next one you make 2 single crochets in each loop. Yeah. And then the next loops you make stitches, you make 1 single crochet and another single crochet following that. And this makes our base. Yeah, and this will be like our top. As you can see, it stretches. So now you're going to work single crochets all the way up to the top, and now the pattern is the same. It's just the same all the way. When you get to your top here where you made your single crochets, where you made your 2 single crochets in each loop. So now here, when we get up to here, this is what I'm talking about. We make let me show you, 2 single crochets in here, 2 of them, 2 single crochets in here. Then the next 2 stitches we make 1 single crochet, then the following one 1 single crochet, and then in the third you make 2 single crochets together, 2 single crochets, and then you make 2 single crochets in each of the next following stitches, 2 single crochets in here, then 1 single crochet, 1 single crochet, then in the other loop 2 single crochets up to the end of your 5 rows. Sorry, not 5 rows, up to the end of your 5 corners. Yes, and then from there on you go up to up to down, making your single crochets. Then when you get to the bottom again, remember now that will be starting a new row. Yeah, so when you get to the bottom, you'll make your 2 single crochets in one loop, in one stitch, 2 single crochets in one stitch. Then the next stitch you make a single crochet, the next stitch you make a single crochet, and the next stitch you make a single crochet. Those are 3 single crochets after the 2 single crochets in one stitch. Then the following stitch you make 2 single crochets in one stitch, and then 3 single crochets, like individually, separately, not in one stitch but separately. Then in the third one you put 2 single crochets in one loop, and then you continue with your single crochets all the way. So you are going to repeat this for let me see, this is 1 row, 2 rows, 3. You're going to repeat this up for the 4th and 5th row. Yeah, you're going to do 2 more rows, and then I'll show you what to do on the 6th row. All right, see you. So now I have made my 5 rows, 1 2 3 4 5. I hope you've made yours too, and we are together on 5 rows. So as you're here at the bottom, you're going to still continue with your 2 single crochets in one loop, and then chain 1 in one, then chain 1 in the next one, then chain 1, I'm sorry, not chain 1, one single crochet, sorry, then 2 single crochets in the next one, and then 3 single crochets in the next each stitch. Yeah, then more 2 single crochets, more 2 single crochets, and then 1 single crochet all the way. So you're going to make single crochets. Now if remember the feet are right and left foot, and so depending on the foot you're working on, you will have to, for the moment I'm working on the right foot, so this is what I have so far. So I'm going to move single crochets all the way from here up to here. I move single crochets up to this top, yes, and then from this top I'll make a half double crochet, then the next one will be double crochet, and then I'll make double crochets up to my this, from down here, if you were to count, there will be like the 13 stitches single crochets that you made like from the start. I hope you still remember that. So you make your double crochets up to here. Let me show you. So I'm going to make single crochet. This is the 6th row, remember? You're going to make single crochets all the way. So now once I get to the top here, I've worked all my single crochets from down up to here. So I'll make half double crochet, and then I'll be working double crochets, sorry, all the way from the top up to halfway here. Yeah, that depends on the right foot. That depends on the foot you're working with, because now I'm working on the right foot, and that's how the right foot faces this way. So yeah, if you're working with the left foot, yeah, if you're working with the left foot, so your single crochets, you'll make single crochets all the way up to here, up to here, and then make half double crochet, and then make your double crochets going up to here. Then your single crochets will be this side, so that it gives you a direction where the shoe is supposed to face. Yeah, so you're going to work your double crochets. So now I've reached, you're going to make your half double crochet, yes, and then make single crochets up to the end. I'm going to show you how this looks like, so that it leads you in the right direction as you put it on. So you are going to end around here. So yeah, you see, as you can see, what I was telling you about, you see, it gives you a smooth path. This is to show you that, oh, I'm putting on this, and this is the right leg. Then the left side of the leg, this will be appearing, these ends. So these ends will be single crochets, and then over here you have double crochet, and then you double crochets up to here. So now you're going to go ahead and make a second version of this, the exact same. It's the exact chains, exact number of rows, everything the same, because we are going to put in a plastic shaped like a leg, so as it would help us to make the thing firm. So I had made mine already, my second part. Yeah, so in total you are going to make four of these. So these are for the right leg, and then you're going to go ahead and make the ones for the left leg. Remember about how I told you for the left leg. For the left leg, this will be here. So yeah, so now we are going to join these two. Yeah, we are going to join these two in order to be able to fix in the plastic plait. Yeah, so this is shaped as a foot, as you can tell. It's going to help us to make our shoe firm. So we are going to join, and this is how you join. So we are going to join these two parts of the slipper, yeah, using slip stitches. You could use a single crochet, you could use a needle, any that work for you. Yeah, so I'm using the hook with a like this. So in every loop you go through from the top, you go through the top here, the same you go for down, and then pull over, and then pass through. Slip stitch, normal slip stitch. So yeah, it goes like that. So this is how we basically join. I hope it is okay for you. Yeah. Slip stitch in every hole. So you'll do this up to the point where we reach okay, let's just do it at once together. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe as well. You can recommend me to your friends to subscribe to my YouTube channel. Let's grow together. Thank you, and thank you for watching. So we are moving on ahead. So yeah, I'm reaching up to the top where I want us to start fixing the shoe, the plastic part. So we are going to get our plastic shoe. We are going, remember it's for the right leg. So I cut this from a basin. Yeah, there was a broken basin, so I had to find a use. No wastage of resources, so I had to find use for it. So you fix it in here in this space. Yeah. So you fix it over there and then ensure that it's tight enough. Sorry about the lighting. Okay. So first and foremost, you are going to go ahead. You're going to go ahead and continue making the slip stitches once you're done fixing the plastic pad. Yeah, so it has to be tight. You don't have to have a shoe that is very loose on your foot or the client's foot. So yeah, so now you are going to continue up to the end. So please do work on that, do the same. I'll see you up to the end. Okay, thank you. So now once you're done stitching up your shoe, your bottom part, yeah, so this is how it will come out like. Yeah, so now we need the flip part is all we need. So you are going to make a chain of 20 chains. Yeah, sorry about the lighting, it became dark and this is all I could get. Sorry. I hope the words will just be making you follow. We're going to make chains of 20. These are 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, and 20. So we are going to make half double crochets all the way. Yeah. You make half double crochet. We are going to make that part that we fix in the leg to move, to hold the bottom part of the shoe and the leg. So we are making half double crochets. Yeah. So you're going to make half double crochets up to the end of the row. So after making your half double crochets, you're going to chain 1, turn your work around, make half double crochets for like a given number of years, depending on how wide you want your flip part to be. So I'm going to make chains. I'm going to make like 8 rows of half double crochets. When you reach up to the end of the row, you'll make a chain 1 and then turn your work around and then make other half double crochets on top of that. So yeah, it moves on like that. So now I mixed a little light blue. I've made my 8 rows, so they are basically 9 with my 1 strand of blue. So yeah, it looks like that. Sorry, this is a dull color and the lighting, I know, it's really bad. So now I'm going to use a needle. That's why I needed a needle, but if you're good with the hook slip stitching, you can slip stitch with a hook to do the part of where we're going to sew. Sorry about that. So now please excuse me. So you get your shoe part where you want to start from. This is it. So you'll be stitching your work. This is easy, so the lighting shouldn't have to disturb you. Sorry, my allergies are back. Sorry. So we are going to stitch up from the bottom up to the top here, and then we shall do the same for this other side of the shoe. Yeah, so that our upper part will hold on to this. So yeah, this is basically it. You'll stitch with this all the way. We stitch all the way up to the end. So yeah, so you're going to do the stitching up to the top, then you cut your yarn off, like you end that, you tie the knot up like when you're done here. Yeah, then you go to this other side of the foot, and then you do the same stitching, and that will basically finish your shoe. Sorry. Yeah, when you finish the sewing or stitching, then you'll do the same after making your second leg. This was the right leg, so now you'll do the same for your left leg, exactly the same, and therefore your one pair of shoes, indoor slippers, will be done. And yeah, no more coldness, foot coldness in the house. So yeah, as you're stitching this, ensure not to pierce yourself. I got these big needles that allow for the big thread to pass through, and they don't easily break because the small needles will not be of help here at all. So yeah, the big ones. Then if you don't have the big needle, you could use, that's where using the hook comes in. You could use the hook by making single crochets. Trust me, it will be easier. So yeah guys, thank you for watching. I'm going to show you the final product. Thank you very much. Please like, comment, and subscribe. Yeah, and don't forget to comment and share. Thank you. See you next time.